Dear students, I, Mr. Vishal Shaha, Assistant Professor, Krishna Institute of Pharmacy, Karad, once again welcome you all to this session on the pharmaceutical analysis. In this video, we are going to discuss about the different types of errors that are occurring during the analysis. In previous videos, we have completed with the different standardization as well as the preparation procedure that is used for the different standard solution. If you have not watched my previous videos related to the pharmaceutical analysis, then you can watch my previous videos also. And if you like the content of this my channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. So let's begin with our today's session. Now, first, before starting with our today's session, we will see what are the learning outcomes of this session. After this session, students will be able to explain different types of errors that are occurring in the analysis. Now we will directly start with the types of error. Now what is the meaning of error? So error is nothing but the whatever the mistakes, or you can say the different problems that are occurring during the analysis, which incorporates the false results. The errors which affect an experimental result may conveniently be divided into following categories. There are 5 different categories in which errors are divided. First one is systematic error, which is also known as the determinate error as well as the constant error. Then random or indeterminate errors, errors in measurement, gross errors and other errors. So these are the 5 different types of errors are there. First one is a determinate errors, second one indeterminate errors, then errors in measurement, then gross errors and other errors. So one by one we will see these different types of errors. First we will discuss the systematic errors, which are also known as the determinate errors or the constant errors. Now these are the errors which can be avoided and their magnitude can be determined. Magnitude means what? How much error, whether it is 1%, 2%, 3%, this is known as the magnitude. So these are the determinate errors. Name itself indicates the magnitude of these errors can be determined, or these particular errors are avoided, and that's why here we can correct the measurements that are occurring due to these types of the errors. Determinate errors are characterized by the fact that it affects the result of series of determination to the same degree. These errors occur with definite regularity owing to the faulty method or the measuring the instrument. So in these types of the errors, are due to the either faulty method or the technique or the measuring instrument. So they are having fixed magnitude which can be corrected. That's why these types of errors are known as the determinate errors. Now there are several types of determinate errors are there. So these different types of errors are personal errors. Means, as name indicate, these are the errors that are not connected with the method or a procedure, but it is due to the individual person who is performing that analysis. These types of errors may arise due to the inability of the individual making observation, and some important personal errors are inability in judging color change sharply in the visual titration. For example, in the titration of acid base, if we are going to use the phenolphthalein as an indicator, what is the end point? That we must get a faint pink color, but sometimes what happens, that person is not that eligible or that particular enable, so that it cannot detect the faint pink color, and if extra addition of that particular solution takes place, that leads into the formation of the dark pink color. So small volume of extra titrant is added, so it incorporates the error. Then error in reading a burette, then mechanical loss of material in various steps of analysis. During the weighing, sometimes we may lose the particular subject, that is also due to the personal error. Then failure to wash and ignite a precipitate properly, These are the errors which are occurring in the gravimetric analysis where weighing of precipitate is involved, insufficient cooling of crucible before weighing, then using impure reagents. So these are the various different personal errors that are incorporated. Personal errors means what? That is due to the person that is involved in that particular analysis. Ignition of precipitate at the incorrect temperature. So all these errors are related to the gravimetric analysis. So these are the different types of errors. Another one, errors in the calculation. Then second type of determinate errors is operational errors. These are the errors are mostly physical in nature and occur when sound analytical technique is not used. Means they are related to the operation procedure. If we are going to use the different analytical procedure which is not correct, then these types of errors are incorporated into that particular analysis. Then third type of determinate errors is instrument and reagent errors. See, as these different errors are determinate errors, all these errors are to be corrected, they can be measured and they can be avoided. So following factors are responsible for such types of errors. Balance arms of unequal length. So that will incorporate the weighing errors, uncalibrated or improperly calibrated weights. Means whatever the weights that you are using, they must be calibrated so that they give exact amount of that particular substance that is to be weighed. And if these weights are not calibrated, they are not accurate, that will incorporate these errors. So to make these weights accurate, it is necessary to carry out the calibration of these particular weights. Incorrectly graduated burettes. If the marks on the burettes are not placed properly, then that will incorporate the reading in the problem in the reading of the volume. So that will incorporate that is due to the instruments. Attack of foreign materials upon the glasswares. Then loss in weight of platinum crucibles on strong heating, impure reagents. So all these different factors are there, they are associated with the either instrument. That's why they are known as the instrument and reagent errors. These errors can be avoided by using calibrated weights, calibrated glasswares as well as the pure reagents. Means all these errors are avoidable. Then next type of determinate errors is methodic errors, which are related to the method that is to be utilized. These are the most serious types of the errors encountered in the chemical analysis. Some examples are there: solubility of precipitate in the medium and in wash liquid, decomposition or volatilization of weighing forms of the precipitates on ignition, then hygroscopicity of the weighing forms of the precipitates, then co-precipitation. So all these errors that are related to the method that is to be utilized, and they are majorly occurring in the gravimetric analysis. Then post-precipitation, failure of the reaction to achieve the completion and occurrence of the side reactions. These errors can be eliminated or reduced to a small magnitude by employing a proper technique. Technique that is to be utilized must be very good, and we have to use this particular handle technique carefully so that these types of the errors can be minimized. Additive and proportional errors. Absolute error is independent of the amount of constituent that is present in the determination, that is the example, loss in weight of the crucible. On the other hand, the magnitude of proportional errors depends upon the quantity of the constituent, that is the impurity present in the standard substances. So these are the various types of the determinate errors are there. Second type of the error is random or indeterminate errors. As I said earlier, these types of errors are not avoided, they cannot be minimized. So we don't have any control over these types of the errors. They may be of different types, variation within the determinate errors. These cannot be prevented from variation. Example, in ignition of a precipitate to a constant weight, an analyst may obtain successive values varying without definite trend. Erratic errors, analyst has no control over such types of errors. Important examples of erratic errors are vibration in balance while handling it, accidental loss of the material during the analysis, then the mathematic model that satisfies the magnitude of random error and frequency of occurrence is called as the normal distribution. Following information can be obtained from this particular curve. Small errors occur more frequently than large ones. Positive and negative errors of the same magnitude are equally likely to occur. A narrow peak curve with the slope indicates a relatively high degree of precision. A broad curve indicates a relatively low degree of precision. So these are the various types of indeterminate errors. Then errors in the measurement. Errors in weighing may be due to the insensitivity of the balance, wrong suspension of ring riders, then placing the weights at the edge of the pan and using non-calibrated weights. Difference in temperature between object weighed and the balance. Errors in measuring solution may be due to the incorrect use of the glasswares. So all these errors are related to the measurement. See, these are the examples. So whatever the errors that we are going to do while measuring, means weighing of that particular balance, weighing on that particular balance using uncalibrated weights, difference in the temperature, as well as the errors in measuring the solution. Then gross errors. Common gross errors are use of numerically incorrect conversion factor, wrong selection of method, and unsuitable storage sample. So these are the different types of the gross errors. Then last type of the error is, besides above, there may be a certain other types of errors as errors in radiometric analysis, errors in chromatography, photometric errors. So these are the different types of errors that are occurring in the different types of the analysis. So here we have seen all 5 different types of errors which are generally occurring in the analysis. First 2 are important, where determinate errors whose magnitude can be measured. These types of errors are to be avoided. Indeterminate errors whose magnitude is not determined, but we can't control these types of the errors. We don't have any control on indeterminate errors. So that's why these are the generally occurring in the different types of the analysis. So here you are having different exercise. You have to go to this particular website, use the password that is provided on your group, and answer the questions that are to be provided in that particular this test. Thank you. If you have any queries related to the pharmaceutical analysis, then you can contact me on this particular mail ID. If you like the content of my channel, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.